You are now listening to the National Show with Gangsterville and McGee. The National Show, the National Show, the National Show, no show, no show. The National Show, the National Show, the National Show, no show, no show. All right, No Nation. This is the National Show with Gangsterville and McGee. And if you are looking at our beautiful faces on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is YouTube.com/@National. That's NATIONOLE. And if you want to check us out on Instagram, X, and all the other links, you can check out our Linktree page, which is Linktree.com/National Show. That's NATIONOLESHOW. Or you can go directly to the source and get the recent show, the live show, or, check out some of that beautiful merchandise we got up there for you. It's getting a little chilly outside here in Arizona. I'm going to have to get me a windbreaker, a sweater, a t-shirt, or something out there to keep me warm and keep me going. I said windbreaker like we sell them still.
We should.
That's so out of sight.
We should. There is a windbreaker, BYA Bushwood, the golf gambling show on the B Appin network or on B Appin has a windbreaker available at betyourash.com/shop SHOP. But that's not
there you go
where you get the national stuff. You get the national stuff at national.com.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I should add a little link actually. I should do a little something. Mm-hmm. I should do that. I'll fix that. What's up, my guy? Did not. There was no memo about color coordinating the show. This is accidental.
Well, we did it.
It's just fall, wearing fall colors. Right? Like, that's wild.
It is wild, man. Crazy. Oh,
dude,
man.
We got a Friday night game.
I know, man. That's why I'm kind of queasy. We used to be lights out on Friday nights, man, but
not so much lately. We haven't won a Friday night game in a few years. We lost earlier this year to Virginia, double overtime. We lost last year to Duke at Duke.
Last year never happened. Do I need to bring my pen out? Do I need to bring my Men in Black pen out real quick?
That shit never it's bad. Like I was getting ready I wrote down some shit. Like I was getting ready for the episode and I was like, oh man, I forgot about all this, 9-12 historically for our state is on Friday night games. 9-12, under 500. We don't really host them
for it back in the days, bro, because
they're all road
stadium is a campus. So remember when the few times when they had it on campus, how they shut classes and shit down for it, and it was just the biggest event I remember in college was the Friday night games that we have.
I understand why they don't do it. Okay. Students don't have the spending power that alumni have. And it's harder for alumni to get there for a Friday night than it is for them to get there for a Saturday. I get it. That doesn't mean I like it. All right. The benefit, one of the benefits of that campus of that stadium being on that campus, right, is that the students can take over, and it can be an incredible electric space, man. For example, I'm just pointing at Miami because I'm right next to it, right? But the University of Miami with traffic, it's like a 45-minute drive, all right? But without traffic, even with no traffic, it's a 25-minute drive. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's built for events, and it's awesome stadium. It's Hard Rock Stadium is an awesome place, but it's not on campus, right? And you
can't roll over out your dorm and walk to the front of the stadium
to take advantage of that. Maybe once in a while, we keep doing these road Friday night games and getting beat, man. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. There's just a short prep time usually, unless you're coming off a bye week. Maybe it's a different conversation, but if you're not, like, it's short prep time. I know it's only one day, but that's a big difference. You're talking about recovery. I don't really worry about
schedules,
so much
rhythm. That's what it is, bro.
Yeah.
Schedule, rhythm, and all. Even if you got a bye week, your whole week is off now for game week.
Everybody's.
You know?
The coaching staff, the training staff, everybody, you know, it's just weird. Plus travel, it's always a road game. Like I said, it's always a road game. It's always a road game. It's bad. Also, like we haven't won at NC State since 2016. That's like a decade, bro.
What the? Wow.
That's like a decade, bro. That's like 9 years. And we play them every year. It's not like, oh, you know, we only play them every other year or some shit. We play them every year.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah. So it's bad. It's just like traditionally a bad spot for us. And it sucks because it's a big game. It's a huge game, right?
It's always.
To get bowl eligible. They need to get bowl eligible. It's there's a lot on the line, man, and we got to buck some trends, right? We got to change some shit up. Playing well on the road this season.
Yeah, not at all, not at all. We haven't played good at all on the road, so would love to see that energy from afar this weekend on a Friday night.
There, NC State. Now I'd be lying if I said I watched a full quarter of NC State playing football this year. But I've seen a couple highlights like this morning while I was prepping for the show, and I've obviously been paying attention to their record and their games all season. There's nothing incredibly remarkable about their roster. They play well and they play well together, but they just don't have a level of talent that even other teams in the ACC have. They do play, but as a team, they play above their talent. You know what I mean? They play better, like as a sum of their parts kind of a thing. You know, it's way better than the individuals. You can get this in. Let's put it like this: in Vegas, you can find the spread, or in Arizona, or you can find the spread anywhere from 4.5 to 5.5. So if you like Florida State, you're going to bet it minus 4.5. If you like NC State, you'll bet it plus 5.5 and get that extra point. The point is, we have a much better roster than them. Like we should be, that spread should be bigger, even on the road, even at NC State. That spread should be bigger.
Agreed.
We are a better team. It's just
we just don't play to our level of talent. We play more to our level of competition sometimes, and that's what downs us. Because I did watch the NC State Miami game, and Miami blew them out the freaking water. All phases of the football.
They got destroyed.
They got destroyed.
That might hurt us.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because after taking a butt whipping like that, they're gonna want to prove something this week or whatever. And then on the flip side from that, hell, they had a close game with Virginia as well early this year. It was at their home though or whatever, but it was 35-31, and we pushed Virginia. Well, Virginia pushed us to the max, so. It just, like I say, it depends on which one of our teams show up this weekend, Friday or whatever. Are we going to show? Yeah, if the same team from last week showed up, we should be good. But if the team from the week before showed up, so.
Yeah, I don't like this inconsistency. It's very frustrating. Makes it tough to gamble on. But more importantly, it makes it. It's just tough to be a part of it and to like exist around it. I don't love it. I just don't love it.
Me either, man.
Yeah. Big win though. We need this win. Big game. Florida looked a little alive last week, right?
They're dangerous, bro. Yeah.
We don't want to go into that game against Florida needing a W to get bowl eligible. We need to get it now.
Yeah, and both teams are fighting for a bowl eligible spot this Friday. Both of us got 5 wins, so whoever wins this game on Friday will be bowl eligible. And ideally, I would, like I said last week, I would love for us to be bowl eligible this week, and then that way next week we going into Florida. Whatever happens, we still go to a bowl. I don't want a bowl game riding on a rivalry game.
Yeah, agreed. NC State follows this game with us up with UNC. at home against UNC.
It's the same situation with them.
it's a little different. I mean, yes, UNC is better than they were at the beginning of the season, but I don't look at UNC as maybe for NC State it's as problematic as Florida is for us. It is a rivalry game.
Yeah, it's
all that stuff. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm. Rivalry game, bro. And
trending up. Yeah, I mean they're saying all the same things. We got to get a win now. We got to get a win now because for NC State's scary, or NC State's probably, or sorry, UNC is probably a little scarier
and
to them.
UNC is looking a lot better now than they were at the beginning of the year or whatever. I think they've kind of settled into whatever system they're running. A lot of the games lately that they've been losing have been close games, like Virginia 17-16, Cal 21-18, so that's going to be a good game versus them in NC State, just off of the rivalry alone, man.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right. It's not that UNC's getting it together. It's that it's a first year for the coaching staff. They needed, more than the allotted number of days you can practice, to really get into this team and this roster, and B, college football in general. They weren't comfortable and familiar with it, not that they weren't able to accommodate it, meaning Belichick, meaning all his coaching staff, and Lombardi, his admin guy. Like, they just had to get settled into the job. Like anybody, man, you got to get your feet wet. Learn what you're doing. The little things about the new, slightly different context of a similar job that you've used to have.
Yep.
Yeah, big weekend, man. Big weekend. Well, we're doing it right away. Big Friday night.
Yeah, I at least like to get it over with, man. At least we don't have to wait to Saturday, rip the Band-Aid off right to Friday. Good. We'll know what the business is afterwards.
Real talk. We'll know where we stand. There's some other games this weekend. There's really only two matchups of ranked teams. Number 22, Missouri, getting 7.5 points on the road in Norman, Oklahoma, to play number 8, Oklahoma. Oklahoma coming off a big win, bro.
Yeah, Oklahoma showing up and showing out, bro. I'm not going against Oklahoma on that one.
I wonder, like, had Mateer been healthy all season, like if he didn't have that hand injury, if they would be in the top 2 right now. They might be undefeated in the top 2. They've gotten better, really, like leaps and bounds since he's come back and
I hear you, bro, but I'm so burnt off of the Travis of the year Jordan Travis got hurt. Well, I'm like, if a quarterback is hurt, fuck it. They ain't give us nothing. Fuck y'all. It is what it is. Like, we got burnt so bad, I don't give a damn. Hell, Ohio State went to a championship with their 3rd string quarterback and won.
It's real talk. It's real talk.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
I think Oklahoma probably covers this at home. I think they'll be motivated by the fact that Missouri's kind of ranked, right at the bottom of the top 25. So I think they'll probably win by 9, 10, maybe 14 even. But I'm not confident enough to put any money on it. Right? I do have like a strong feeling about this next game though.
Definitely.
Number 15 USC. Plus 9.5 points at number 7, Oregon. Right? Old rival. Now, I get them being an underdog. I suspect Oregon to win solely because I don't see Oregon losing twice at home in one season.
Right. Nope. Oregon about to take care of business this weekend. That's right. Going to be a safe bet. I got to drop some bread on that one.
Not this Oregon team or any Oregon team, really. I don't see them losing 2 games at home in the season. But USC and Oregon is like an old rivalry, right? USC has a really good offense this year. Might not have a great defense, but they have a really good offense.
Oh, yeah.
But this game's always a shootout. Nobody's playing any defense in this game. This game is always a shootout. It always has been. It always will be. They're old rivals, man. Pac-12 or Pac-10, Pac-8, whatever it was. It was these two. They were the premier teams consistently throughout the history of that conference. That now defunct conference, or I guess, getting rebranded conference, a very differently looking conference now, moving forward. 9.5 points is a lot, man. 9.5 points is a lot, and I gotta be on USC there. I think that's going to be closer. I don't think that's going to be a double-digit victory for Oregon. I think Oregon wins by 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. But I think USC keeps it within
9. I don't know, man. The thing that questions me about that is that USC defense is so, like, Oregon defense, I give them more respect to keep the game not as close or whatever. I'm thinking we're looking at I'm thinking we're looking at I'm thinking we're looking at 10 to 14 points on this one, bro. Just off of USC's defense. I think it may stay close and bum until it gets to maybe third quarter, and then third quarter somebody gonna go out of gas, and I think that gas gonna be on USC, bro.
Yeah, well, if it comes down to somebody getting tired, it will be USC before it will be Oregon, purely because they're not as deep as Oregon is this season. But I don't know, man. These are young kids and they can run, man. And that USC team, they can put up points. And I think this could be a very high scoring affair, but I really do think it could be a close game in the end. But I believe I owe you dinner, or do you owe me dinner?
Dude, I'm old. I don't forget.
Let's say we're even, and let's put dinner on this. I'll take USC plus 9.5.
Cool.
And you can take Oregon minus 9.5. And we'll do dinner on this. All right.
Yeah, I'm good on that one. Yeah.
All right. Any other games like on your radar this weekend? That other than it seems it's kind of this weekend, next weekend, there's some rivalry games, obviously, after Thanksgiving, but it's all the attention's coming up on the conference finals pretty soon,
Yeah, man. That's
right around the corner. We got Army Navy, and then all of a sudden we're in bowl season. I mean, it's Thanksgiving's next week, bro.
I know, bro. I'm gonna be checking out I gotta watch who Miami play. I think they play Virginia Tech this weekend.
Yeah, they're playing Virginia Tech. I imagine they're gonna dominate them like they dominated NC State last week. Miami's trying to justify their ranking so that they can be they could still get an invite. It's weird. It's the highest ranking conference champions. And that doesn't necessarily mean the ACC champion will be there. And if the ACC champion isn't there, it could just be the highest seeded team in the ACC. Long story short, Miami might not play in the ACC championship game and still be in the 12-team playoffs in a weird world. So there's a weird world where that might happen. And in order for them to justify that seeding and potentially even bump up a notch,
they have to be ranked high.
Yeah. And to do that, they're going to have to blow out Virginia Tech and at least, look competent, able to do that, right? So
right. I get it, but we're still looking at Miami in November, bro. They drop the fucking soap every November every year, man. So I don't know. I would think, on the trajectory that they are, it would be a blowout game, but I'm still going to keep my eyes peeking on it or whatever. But another game to keep an eye on is...
Well, real quick, that Miami spread, it's minus 17.5. Like, everybody in the world thinks they're obviously going to blow out Virginia Tech. Yeah. What's crazy is, I think I would bet the over if I had to bet that spread. I think they're probably going to win this game by more than that, probably 21, 24. Virginia Tech, we saw it last week. Like they're just, maybe it's different now that they've hired their coach for the future. There's a sense of calm that's hit the room. I don't know. Maybe there's a little bounce back because of that.
I only say iffy is because Mario has been known to, as far as play calling goes, he tends to pass more than he should. even with the given running back and line that he has or whatever, and with the quarterback that they have, if
I don't know. I'm not betting that game. I do know that.
I get it. This is a fucking 2% wild card or whatever. So I know this isn't nothing proven or whatever. But if he goes towards, all that passing and they start turning the ball over, I don't think they're gonna lose, but I think that spread is gonna be in jeopardy. But at the same time, like if he just goes and ground and pound, if he game plans the way he did last week, they should blow them out the fucking water, bro. But it's just Miami. They're too,
I'm not going to bet this. But I'm very curious about it. You know what I mean? Like I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it because I don't know. Miami should cover that, but you're right. They could Miami it, and fuck things up and scrape by and win by 2 and.
Because, bro, it's what they've been doing for 20 fucking years. For 20 fucking years, they have been moving themselves out of place from a championship or a conference championship or whatever when it comes November or whatever. So the lure of that alone just has me like, I don't know or whatever.
Good, fuck them.
Yeah, right. Now, another game that I'll be looking at is the Florida-Tennessee game this weekend. I know, Florida's not in a position to really shake or move nothing or whatever, but they're playing a lot better than what their record details. And, with us playing them the following week, I feel like how this game goes, I don't know, man. They could lose this game and come in with, that extra hunger versus us, or they could fucking win this game and come in with that extra confidence versus us the next week or whatever. So I don't know.
Florida's excited to play us next week, and I hate that.
Hell yeah,
I hate that. I hate that. They're gonna feel good no matter what. Exactly. We felt good about Tennessee earlier this season. They kind of. I lost a little money on them once and, started hating ever since, but they're not the team that we thought they might be. That doesn't mean that they can't handle this Florida team that is in a touch of disarray. That's kind of rallying, back into shape or whatever is going on down there. 4.5? Yeah, 4.5 points is the spread. Tennessee by 4.5
Wow, that's it?
In Gainesville.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's the reason that it's closer than that. I think Tennessee could cover.
Definitely. They should. They
should cover. Right. They should cover. They're in this. Tennessee and Florida State are kind of in similar boats on these road games this weekend. They should cover. They should cover a small spread, but it's a tough road game. It's really a tough road game. That one's a bit more of a rivalry. Well, I don't know. With our last 10 years against NC State, like we have a pretty serious rivalry going with them now. So it's a pretty big game for on both of those.
Oh yeah, man. I don't know. The fact that they have as many injuries that they have and still have been keeping the games close the last couple of weeks is what scares me about Florida. Yeah. That's that alone. Like they're down to like their 4th or 5th string wide receivers, bro, and they're still going out putting up points and stuff or whatever. Yeah. So
and Lagway looked good again. So that dude is hit or miss. If it kind of comes down to it. If he's not bad, they win, and if he's bad, they lose. Right? If he's making mistakes, they can't overcome those. Probably largely because of the injuries. Right, but if he's not making mistakes, it's fine. Even with depleted weapons on offense, it's okay if he doesn't fuck up. I don't know. That's an interesting one. But you're right. It matters. It matters a lot based on how what happens next week. Like I'm going to be watching it just to see if there's anything. Let's get into the Pro No report, man. We did all the NFL last weekend, so we're good there. Let's do some golf. Both Daniel Berger, first time for the fall, and Luke Clanton are teeing off literally right now. They're both literally teeing off for round 1 while we're live here on the show.
Nice.
It is the RSM Classic at Sea Island Golf Club in St. Simons Island, Georgia. This is kind of one of the bigger fall events, largely because there's a big contingent of golfers that either grew up or now live on or near St. Simon and have been golfing there for years. Right? It's a very popular golf destination, and it's a pretty big field. There's a lot of golfers playing, even though it's a fall event. They use 2 different courses on the property for the first 2 days before they cut down to just one course for the weekend. But that enables a larger field of golfers being involved, kind of like Pebble Beach does out in California in the beginning of the year. I think it's January. So we'll keep an eye on that. That's exciting. Daniel Berger back in action, and Luke Clanton continuing on his fall, getting reps in, getting ready for his proper rookie year about to start.
Nice following his career, man. Just
yeah. It's going to be cool too to watch it over the next. It's golf, man. He's going to be able to play for 30 years. That's the thing. Like, parents, if you have kids, put a golf club in their hands, man. Even if they don't go pro, like everybody wants their kids to go pro in something. Even if they don't go pro, they're going to be hanging out with very wealthy people for the rest of their lives. They're going to be getting stock tips and business opportunities, and they're just going to be making very nice friends. And so put a golf club in your kid's hands if you're a good parent. All right, let's talk about basketball. Actually, real quick, just to remind everybody, the NWSL finals is Saturday night. It's at 8 o'clock. It's on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus. I got that. Nice.
There you go. Casey Kruger will be there in spirit for the Washington Spirit. She's on maternity leave, but maybe she comes out and watches the game. I don't know. They are playing against Jalen Howell and Gotham FC.
Gotham. I love them, man. Huge Batman fan, so every time I hear Gotham,
that's just why they have dope branding. They crushed it in Women's Champions League, which ended up in them being not having a great regular season in the NWSL. There was just there was travel and et cetera. But as the 8th seed, obviously they're now in the finals. So it's a really a good team, and Jalen Howell really contributes a lot to that team. So. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. You know what I mean? Go Gotham. But I just love that the playoffs were just dominated by Florida State alum. And from what I'm hearing, the FSU women's soccer team right now is nasty and probably has more people to go in and continue dominating this league and other women's leagues around the country, around the world. So, all right, basketball. Obviously, I guess I should stop saying it, but Malik Beasley's still a free agent.
Yeah, you're gonna be saying that for a long time.
Jameer Watkins, rookie for the Wizards. They, no minutes in 2 more losses this week. One of those losses was to the Nets, so that means Terrence Mann and the Brooklyn Nets got to win. They are now 2-12 in the season. I mean, yes, it was against the Wizards, and the Wizards are the worst in the East and the worst in the NBA right now. But the Nets are 2-12; they're 13th in the East. That was Sunday that they beat DC. Terrence Mann got 10.7 rebounds and 3 assists, and then they went right back to losing. They lost at home Tuesday night against Boston. He only got 3 points in 27 minutes. He did get 7 assists and 4 rebounds, but they got no chance of winning if he's not scoring. But still, it's just a bad scene in Brooklyn right now. Kind of a bad scene in Orlando, although they're above 500, so they've kind of clawed back. We'll say, right? They're 8-7. They're 10th in the East. So right now, if the playoffs ended today, right, they'd be in the play-in game. But we got a long way to go. Jonathan Isaac's minutes are still limited. You got 3 points and 6 rebounds in only 14 minutes in overtime, in an overtime loss at Houston on Sunday, and just 2 rebounds in 7 minutes in a win against Golden State. That must have been Tuesday night, because last night Golden State was at Miami, and one of us was able to bear witness to a loss to the Miami Heat. So Golden State just lost to both teams in Miami in back-to-back nights.
Damn.
Tough to play back-to-back in NBA. But that's a really quick trip. Like, it's not like they had like a 7-hour plane ride or something. Yeah. If they took a plane, it was 12 minutes or something from Orlando to Miami, maybe 20 minutes.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about Patrick Williams. Bulls also a little bit over 500. They're 8-6, even though they started hot. They have started limiting Patrick Williams' minutes out of concern or caution, due to ankle surgery from preseason.
Ooh, okay.
So, or off season.
Swell up.
Yeah, you got to be careful. And also, they're on a long road trip out west, and so lots of travel. And then on top of that, it was like very, very short amounts of time between games, right? So they played 3 times since our last show. Yeah, man. So, we'll see what happens. It's a busy road trip, but it's been successful for Chicago. They did lose to Utah on Sunday. And like I said, his minutes are limited, but he had 8 points and a rebound, an assist, and a steal in 14 minutes. But then the Bulls followed that up with a win at Denver on Monday. Denver's a good team, man. If you're beating Denver in Denver.
Boys, what?
Yep. PW had 7 points, 2 rebounds and 2 assists and a steal in 17 minutes. And then they got a W against Portland last night, where he got 5 points and 5 rebounds and assists. So it's just bang, 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 bang. It makes sense that you limit his minutes now in that kind of a run in the schedule, right? Scotty Barnes, your guy.
Here's Scotty.
Our guy.
Here's Scotty.
The Raptors are second in the East right now. First in the East is the Pistons, who are on an 11-game winning streak. Right? But the Raptors are 10-5, and they got 2 more wins this week. They're on a 5-game winning streak. They're that's not too shabby when you that's half your wins right there. They were at home against Charlotte, and then they were at Philadelphia. He got 16 points in both games.
Nice.
He also, as he has done all season, he continues to hit all the categories. He gets assists, he gets rebounds, he gets blocks, and he gets steals, plus the points in every single game. He is awesome. Big fan, and he's having a great year. Period.
Bro, low-key, every year when I play 2K, he is one of the first players I trade for. No lie, because he's gonna do whatever he can guard the best player on the next team. He can hit the 3, he could pass, he could score in the lane. He's just an all-around, bro. Love him.
It's pretty impressive, man. It's pretty impressive. That's it for the East. Over in the West, the Spurs are 5th right now in the standings. They had 2 W's this week. Devin Vassell is doing his thing. Really contributing. Seriously contributing. Both wins were by double digits. Spurs are really, really a good team, man. Really dominating. Sunday, they were at home against Sacramento, and Vassell got 16 points plus 3 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals. And then Tuesday night, they were at home against Memphis, and he dropped 10 points with 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. So he's in similar to what Scotty Barnes is doing. He's hitting all the notes. And again, you brought it up a few weeks ago. This is what Leonard Hamilton coaches out of guys that he looks for that are able to do it. Like he finds guys that are capable of playing both sides of the court, and he encourages that, and he harnesses it. He was a great coach for Florida State.
One thing I noticed when he came in is we went away from that whole Tim Pickett era of, okay, we got a superstar who's going to score all the points and we go as they go, to, okay, this is a team game where it doesn't matter who sits out or who gets hurt or whatever. Our team is going to be able to collectively play defense, collectively hit the 3, and collectively score or do everything. So, yeah. Shout out to Hamilton, man. One of the GOATs.
There's a touch of positionless basketball. There's a touch of, usually he would have one break. You would have a clear 5, and then 1 through 4 was able to play 1 through 4, right? Then he would just have long, athletic guys that were, both sides of the court kind of players. It was great. It was great.
Yep.
And he really prepared these guys for the NBA, man. Yeah, man. So that is your Pro No Report for Thursday, November 20th, 2025, presented by National.com. Until somebody else wants to present it. We got email, hit us up. It is nationalshow@gmail.com for any sponsorship inquiries. There is one more. That's the end of the Pro No Report. There's one more basketball thing we should talk about. Your guy, LaBreezy, season debut. 30 minutes, 11 points, 12 assists, plus 3 rebounds and a block. Big win. In point differential, they won 140 to 126 at home against Utah.
Yeah, boy.
Happy to have your guy back.
Yeah, actually I am, man. I've been waiting to see how the team is gonna gel with him. Like I've been talking to all my Lakers buddies. I don't know. Sometimes, especially coming off an injury, LeBron may, drag the pace down and stuff or whatever, but I didn't see that. That's what I love to see from the game. He's keeping the pace up, and I love the fact that with this team, he doesn't have to do too much. So the longevity of him is not going to be in question this year. He's not going to be hurt in the playoffs if all he has to do is come up and put, 11, and 8 or whatever the stats was or whatever. And we, everyone has showed that they can score and contribute with him out. So with him having him back, it's just we good, man. But one little key fact that I like from him, he threw a little lob to the to Ayton or whatever. And after the game, whatever, Ayton was like, that's actually the second lob that you thrown to me. The first was when I came to your summer camp way back when he was in like the 8th grade or some shit. And I'm like, damn, like, dude, to be in the league that long, bro, to where you throwing a lob to someone who went in your summer camp when he was in the 8th grade, like, it just put it in perspective with me, the age gap, because I'm the same age as LeBron. But looking at these kids now, like, they really came up with him as their Jordan. Like, they don't, like, these kids that came up now really probably don't even remember Kobe playing. Like, all they remember is LeBron or whatever. So it's
Kobe is so our Jordan, right? Who we got to see like as little kids, but really by the time we were teens, he was gone. I mean,
true.
He was in DC. Like even then, I was a young teenager. You were still a kid, So that's like Kobe to some of these guys, where they saw the last few years of his career, and that's it, right? They've watched. LeBron's been a part of their entire lives. I mean, they're especially as they've entered the league, so they've modeled their game after him on the TV. So that's cool, man. It's I've always been a LeBron fan. I mean, I would love it if he wasn't wearing Lakers jersey, of course. But I either way, like, or regardless, whatever uniform he wears, I'm always gonna root for the guy. I've enjoyed.
Oh yeah,
he's brought a lot of joy, a lot of joy to my life, man. Those years that man. Even when he was young, the first time in Cleveland, and he was dragging that team to the playoffs every year.
Heck yeah.
But those years in Miami, and when he went back to Cleveland, like it was just so amazing. It was so amazing.
Oh yeah. The biggest thing about him in his career that I love is how he put the power back in the player and how you dictate your careers and stuff or whatever. Because before then, it was like, if a player demanded a trade, it's you're unloyal, that. But if the team sends you within a blink of an eye from goddamn Miami Beach to Toronto, no one says anything. You know what I mean? So I love that about him or whatever.
Speaking of LA, Bucks got a big game at LA. 2 L's in a row. We talked about this schedule. We have these 3 really tough games in a row, and then after that it gets a little easier, and we have a path to 10, 11, 12 wins still. But this is the third of 3 really tough games. Patriots, Bills, and now Rams. Rams are good, dude. Rams are good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The best thing about it is I don't think it's gonna hurt us in the division or whatever. So even if we drop all 3 of these games, we could still come out of the NFC South first place.
Yeah, I mean, Penix is out for the season. That means Kirk
Mhm.
Cousins is now the Falcons' starting quarterback.
And you know who they just signed? The Falcons. You know that they just signed the backup quarterback that we had for years and years or whatever. They just signed him. I forget his name. The one out of Florida. Trask. Yeah, Trask. Kyle Trask. They just signed.
Interesting.
That's
interesting. I hadn't thought about him as a potential free. I mean, as out there as a free agent. I figured he was on somebody's roster by now, or at least there's been so many quarterback injuries. I would figure at least somebody would have him, have him around. Good for him, man. Good for him. Go get that check, bro. Go get that check while you can get it. Any check you can get, and maybe you can catch back on. And, have a real job next year, even if you're as a backup or something.
Yeah, because I think that they may definitely be moving on from Kirk Cousins, man. The age is definitely taking a factor.
I think there was only 2 guaranteed years. After this, there's no penalty after this season to move on from him.
Yep.
So, yeah. Yep. All right, man. Why don't you? I mean, we'll be back on Monday morning, right? We'll review what is a very important game, right? And we have we'll do a little recap on the NWSL finals. We'll know who the champion is. We'll have a much more extended Pro No report as we always do because of the NFL. And there'll be more stuff. But why don't you get these guys ready, man? Big game. I'm gonna put on the hard hat. Why don't you get these guys ready?
All right, guys. All right, team. Y'all done brought the spirit back in coach last week. Y'all came out there and y'all did exactly what y'all was expected to do. You hopped on the field with not only your jerseys on, but you put on them hard hats and put on that blue collar attitude, dug deep into the dirt and got grimy with it for a win. That's what I want to see y'all boys doing, man. And we got the whole world riding on our shoulders this weekend, baby. All we need is one win to make us bowl eligible and somewhat salvage this year. We can do it, baby. I know it's been looking gloomy, but hey, in front of us is nothing but up, man. We've already doubled our wins from last year. We're on an upward trajectory. Everybody's playing for each other much more than they were the last couple of weeks. We're seeing less penalties and more discipline. All we need you to do is keep it up for another 2 weeks to get us the bowl season, baby. We want to go bowling. I want to get my Fred Flintstone bowling gear and twinkle toes down the lane in the name of Florida State, baby. So come on, I know y'all can do it. It's a Friday night. It's NC State. Let's take the pack out of the wolf and show them what no nation can do. Go Noles, baby.
That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That was the best one this season, man. Although I suspect you got something in the works already for next week.
Oh, yeah. You got to be live next week.
This is good. This is good. All right, man. Listen, big game tomorrow night. We'll talk. We'll be texting. we'll be texting. That's what we do. We appreciate you watching. If you're on the YouTube, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you click the little notifications bell. That really helps. Really helps. And if you can tell your friends, that wouldn't hurt either. If you like it, if you like the show as an audio product, it is available via BYAPN, Bet Your Ash Podcasting Network, BYAPN. It is at betyourash.com and the Bet Your Ash feeds on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. BETYOURASH. Just to stick with our spelling motif on this show. We have social medias, and you should chat with us on them or contact us on them or follow us or whatever you're going to do on them. You can find all of them, all of our links on Linktree. It is /National Show, NATIONOLESHOW. Also on Linktree, you could go to /Gainstaville, GAINSTAVILLE, STAVILLE. There you will find all of his social media links as his social media links, as well as links to all the platforms where you can stream and download his music. You should go to all of them because that's the best way to support your friends that make music. You go to all the platforms, you listen to it on all the platforms, you like it on all the platforms, all that stuff. Gangsta's a good friend to have, so support him. And the music's dope, so it's easy to support. Finally, national.com, nationole.com. We have the latest episode rocking. We have all of our links to anything that you might need. And it is the home of the National Shop. You can get all kinds of dope merch. And there will be more stuff added consistently. So check it all out and get it all. Holidays are coming. Gift giving is a great way to spread love. So show the people you care about that you care by getting them a nice little gift package from national.com. Is that everything, bro?
Mm-hmm. You got it, bro.
All right. Well, in that case, go Noles.
Go Noles.
And you have just finished listening to The National Show with Gangsta, Fizzle, and McGee.